I'd love to take a moment to give you a little tour of the new lab, because if you've been in the lab for any period of time, you'll know that some changes have been brewing. I've been concocting and experimenting and diving into formulas, and it's going to be a fun time here. We're gonna create and experiment with a lot of things together, and know that this is a place where you can test, right? You could try out a formula. And if something's not working, we're going to adjust the recipe and we're going to keep going and we're going to win together and share all of this with each other. So, what I'd like to do right now is I'm going to share my screen and we are going to take a quick walk through the lab together. So, let me get that open for you. Screen. And let me know that you can see my screen here. You should be able to see, oops, let me move my little bar because, you know, I need to be able to see what I'm showing you. You should see the launch lab here, and we're in the first tab, which is the community. So if you're here inside of the community, this is the place where you're going to be able to connect with each other. And you can, anyone comes in, be the host. So this would be the place where, if you have a general question to ask, or you want to talk about something that's going on in your business, maybe you've got a question about something you're struggling with, you can put that in here, tag it using a category. This would also be a great place to introduce yourself. So if you want to come in and let people know about what your business is, who it is that you help or serve, what kind of problem that they might have. I'm hoping that inside of the membership, you're going to maybe meet your next joint venture partner, maybe somebody you could collaborate with. So this is a place to be able to not just operate your business by yourself. Would you agree? Pop a yes in the chat if you think sometimes entrepreneurship can be a little bit hard and a little bit lonely, right? Well, not here at the lab. Here at the lab, we're going to do this together. So make sure to introduce yourself. Tell people a little bit about who you are, what you do, and what kind of collaboration partners you you can also share your wins here. What don't you know? Have you noticed in some of the other communities when people are sharing their wins, it gives you inspiration, right? It shows you that things are possible for you too. So don't hide your wins. This isn't about boasting or about being an ego, but it's about showing other people where you're having successes so that it creates possibility for other people to have those same successes too. So be proud, be loud, and share your wins here inside of the community. If you are at another training and you hear some great marketing or sales advice, by all means, come back and share. We grow better when we're sharing together. So I will always be posting here in marketing and sales advice tips, but feel free to do that as a member as well. I added this new category called tech tips because this is something that I have struggled with myself as an entrepreneur. So by all means, if we have any techies in the house here right now, I'd love for you to share your tech tips, whether it's an app you're using to help with productivity, maybe it's something you've learned with respect to AI, which is really popular right now. But whatever your tech tip is, come into the community, share it with other people. The more you play, the more you win, and the more connections and relationships you're going to create. Mindset mastery is another category you could play around with. I will always be posting in here too. I'm a big card deck creator. So anytime I have affirmation card decks or things to help you overcome limiting beliefs, or, sometimes self-doubt can just creep in as you're building a business. So I'm always going to be posting in here, but I want you guys to do it too. And by all means, if you have a wonderful shout out or a testimonial for something you've learned inside of the lab, or maybe on a call that we have together where all of a sudden a light bulb moment has gone off, I'd love for you to come in and share this, because social proof and testimonials help other people learn as well from your results. By all means, ask any questions that you have. We are going to be having 2 strategy and support calls. So we're here on the second Wednesday of the month. But on the first and on the third Wednesdays of every month, there are going to be strategy and support calls. So please, for those calls, you're going to come with all of your questions. So as you go through the curriculum in the classroom, which I'm going to show you next, these are the calls that you will come to get your questions asked with respect to any place that you might be stuck, whether you're stuck with something that you're doing with regards to your book. Maybe you're having a question about your funnel or client journey, or what's the best next step for your client to take. Then this is the place where you can get those questions answered if you didn't get yours answered in this strategy and support call. So definitely come to the strategy and support call to get your questions answered. But wouldn't you know that questions sometimes come up in between calls? So if they come up in between calls and you just don't want to wait, pop your questions inside of the community here, tag me in it, and I will make sure that I'm coming in here once a day, or a couple of times a week at least, to answer your questions. And this is a great place to do that in between the Q&A calls. If you want some eyeballs on your copy, maybe you're writing sales page copy, maybe you're creating an email sequence and you want somebody to quickly look over it or review, you can ask for feedback, not only from me, but from your peers here. So if you're looking for feedback, this would be a great place to put it. And then don't always be the one asking. Provide support and feedback for other people who are posting inside of the community. It's a great way to get your face known. And when I cover the leaderboard tab, you're going to understand why participation actually pays inside of the Book Launch Lab. And last but not least, if you've noticed somebody else either participating or being really welcoming with other members, or maybe they've just done something awesome that you know about, or you've met on a private call, please shout out your other members. It feels good to uplift people. And in this community, that's what we're all about. We're about uplifting, creating a really powerful environment where we can play together and win together. So that's that for the classroom and the community. Please feel free to post whenever you'd like. And with that said, maybe I'll jump straight to the leaderboard tab right now, show you that, because what happens is sorry, that's the wrong one. Let's go and duplicate this tab and get to the leaderboard. What happens as you participate inside of the Book Launch Lab is there's a leaderboard here where every time you communicate with someone, or they like or comment on a post, or you make your own post, you are getting points towards up leveling on the leaderboard. And so you can see right here, for example, me inside of this community, I'm in a number 5. So I'm at the expert level inside of the Book Launch Lab. And not surprisingly, because I'm also the leader of the lab, I do a lot more commenting and posting than other people. And as a fairly new community, you'll see we've got 87% of our members are at the level apprentice. About 11% of the community members are at the level 2 trailblazer. And what you need to do to create points, so you'll see here for me, I need 252 more points to level up to level 6, which is the leader level. And the fun part about participating is you get these points and it unlocks extra trainings. So for example, once you move from level 1 to level 2, you get access to the Publish, Promote, Profit training, unlocks at level 2. At level 3, I unlock another training for you called the Email Marketing Made Easy. At level 4, it unlocks the community building course. So if you are looking to potentially build a community like this in school, that course unlocks at level 4, where you can access the entire course for free just by participating and playing inside of the Book Launch Lab. At level 5, at expert level, you unlock the guest expert training library. So not only do you get resources and trainings from me, but all of the experts that I have in my space. So there's training on how to be a better speaker, there's training on how to start and launch a podcast. So if you've ever looked at and wanted to explore some of those other guest expert trainings, they're going to be in that guest expert library when you unlock level 5 status. At level 6, you're going to unlock a member spotlight where I'm going to literally schedule an appointment. We're going to get online on a live, and I'm going to broadcast you to my entire audience, not just here on school, but my audience on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on YouTube. And I'm going to send your interview out to my email list. So you're going to get massive visibility. And all you need to do to unlock that visibility is to play inside of the lab. None of this costs anything. All you need to do is participate to get points to win. So that being said, let's take a look at what's inside the classroom, because this is where you're going to start your journey for your learning piece. Okay, so when you first come into the book launch lab, I'd love for you to unlock the Book to Buyers toolkit. This is my main toolkit that everybody starts off with. It comes with 3 resources that are going to help you get consistent and predictable leads, clients, and income in your business. The first resource inside of the toolkit is the ChatGPT book launch blueprint. So it's all the prompts that you need so that you can actually write your book faster than you can wave a magic wand and say abracadabra, faster than you can make that volcano explode in that science experiment with the pop and the baking soda. It's really quick. It helps you pull your book ideas out of your head using the help of ChatGPT to get your ideas into a structured format for your book. The second resource inside of the toolkit is 5 done-for-you launch maps. So this is the pathway that you're going to lead somebody to once you've written your book, to bring them into the place where you're going to be able to present to them your offer, whether it's a course, whether it's an online or a coaching program, maybe it's one-on-one services or done for you, like agency type services. Maybe your plan is to launch a membership, something like this. Whatever that offer is, there are 5 launch maps that I suggest that people go down. You pick one, the one that's most suited for your program, and you go through the launch map and you're going to get the step-by-step instructions on how to do that. So your launch map is everything from sending your reader in your book to a strategy session, like a booked call, or maybe you're sending your reader to a webinar or a challenge or a masterclass, or a summit or something of a larger event. Either way, there's 5 for you to choose from. You can go and download them inside of the Book to Buyers toolkit. When you click on the toolkit, you'll see that it's all here. So you've got the ChatGPT book launch blueprint. You can download the blueprint by clicking on the icon here. It'll open up in your window, and all you do is click the download button and it's yours. You'll see all of the instructions and all of the prompts to how to pick your ideal client, from how to develop your product, in this case, a book, and all of the different things that you need to really be successful at using ChatGPT inside of this book launch blueprint. The enrollment launch maps are here, right? So a book to booked call, classes to clients, webinars that convert, the challenge launch roadmap, and your success summit roadmap. So whichever type of launch that you feel might be best for your business, because not everybody wants to run a summit. Not everybody wants to have one-on-one sales calls either. So you pick the one that feels best for you. In the book launch lab, we don't tunnel vision you into one type of solution. You get to pick one that feels good for you and feels good for your business. But once you're there, you have literally the roadmap to follow. You start here, it shows you exactly where to lead your clients to, and you implement it, done like dinner, with all the prompts to help you put all the components together. And then in the unlimited leads training, you'll see there's a 51-minute video here where I go through some information on how you can get your first or next 100 leads, or in this case, readers for your book. Readers that then you can then nurture down the path to becoming a client. So the classroom is a really important part of the lab and where you can find all of the information to be able to um, get your book funnel done quickly, easily, and effortlessly with support. For those of you who like a little bit more detail and to take things one at a time, I'd suggest doing the Get Your Book Done in 30 Days challenge content next in line after you go through the Book to Buyers Toolkit. Because in the challenge, what you're going to see is literally you pop in here, welcome to the challenge. It explains to you exactly how to go through everything, but really it's as simple as you start at the top, you start with day one, right? There's an exercise here, exactly what you're going to have to do. Step one, step two, step three, a quick recap and action steps for that day. So if you want to just do it for 30 days in a row, one lesson a day takes you no more than 10 to 20 minutes to finish one. Some lessons you can finish in as little as 30 seconds to 1 minute. Some lessons are a little bit more comprehensive, but all of the lessons are super simple, easy to follow. Or if you're like me and you like to do things fast, you can binge watch them and binge do them like Netflix. So no matter what, it's all open, it's all unlocked. You don't have to wait. It doesn't get unlocked once a day. It's all available for you here as soon as you access the classroom. So that would be my suggestion to do. Number two is the Book It Done in 30 Days challenge. And then feel free, of course, to go through the rest. I've got in here my 7-part video training on becoming a best-selling author, which was a past training, but still includes so many resources and so many handouts and so much valuable information. Each training is about an hour long, so it's over 7 hours of training here. Again, you could do an hour a day for 7 days and get it done in a week. You could binge watch it in a day and implement most of the trainings very simply and efficiently. Either way, you've got a style that's good for you, right? And all the handouts, the tools, and resources to go along with it. So from the ChatGPT prompt library, the Canva template library, and all of the other trainings that get unlocked as you continue to participate through the leaderboard. Okay. Next, let's move on to the calendar. So the calendar, as you can see, is filled with lots of calls. You'll see right now we're on our member momentum call here on Wednesday, May the 13th. You'll notice that every Wednesday we have a different call. So the first and the third Wednesdays of every month are the strategy and support call. So you're going to join the strategy and support call to get the guidance and the feedback and the answers to your biggest questions. So this is where you bring everything you're working on, your book idea, your manuscript. Maybe you've got questions about launching. Maybe you need some offer clarity, or you have questions about your funnel tech questions. Although tech questions are the best place to come for this. I'll talk about the tech call. But this is where you want to come and ask about questions with respect to the client journey. Anything you have questions on, come to the strategy and support call. You'll see those happen on the first and on the third Wednesdays of every month. The member momentum call, of course, which we're on right now, is on the second Tuesday of every month. And if you are in the standard level of the book launch lab, you're a member. I'm super excited you're a member. I'm so happy to have you here. But maybe you're the type of person that requires a little bit more support, or maybe it's not that you require more support, you just want more support. If that is you, then you might want to consider moving up a tier to the level up community within the book launch lab, which is our second tier of support, where not only will you get a one-on-one jumpstart call with me to be able to really nail down specific to your business exactly what that client journey looks like, so you know where you're going, you know exactly what you need to do next, this might be a good solution for you. It also includes an extra call. So on the second Thursday of every month, you get to join your other Level Up members and have your own Level Up call where we talk about strategies that are a little bit more complex sometimes than we're talking about the um, in the other calls, the regular member calls. So this is where you'll get more eyeballs on your copy, your your posts for social media, your emails, your sales page copy. It's a really great opportunity to get a little bit more eyeballs on your materials so that you can level up and your success inside of the Book Launch Lab. And then on the third Thursday of every month, we have our accelerator call. So this accelerate call is for the top tier members inside of the Book Launch Lab. So this is our top level of support, an additional call. So of course, accelerate students get not only their own accelerate call, but they could come to the level up call and all of the regular membership calls. But they also get a 1 hour jumpstart call with me. So even deeper than the level up community, where we create a strategic action plan to really make sure that you know exactly where you are. We make sure we nail your niche, we get your offer dialed in and clear, and then we give you literally a strategic map on how to plan, create every single asset that needs to go inside of your book funnel so that you can create this consistent and predictable income inside of your business. Further to that extra accelerate call and the 1 hour jumpstart call, members in the accelerate group also get a monthly one-on-one call with me. So if you know that you want one-on-one support, this is 100% the level that you might consider being at. If you're not 100% sure, happy to jump on a call with you and discuss what that looks like. And then, of course, right now we have our free weekly training on Fridays. Although I might be moving this to Tuesdays, I'll keep you posted, but feel free for anyone inside of the membership. I open this up to guests. So if you have a friend or a colleague or someone else in the entrepreneurial space who you know could use some of these strategies, please invite them to the free weekly training. And of course, you're welcome to join us there too, where we deep dive into everything related to book launching, to book marketing, to planning and writing and creating a conversion event, and to really dialing in an irresistible offer that is something your readers are ready and willing to pull out their credit card and say yes to. So, my friends, that's inside of the community. And the last little fun thing is we've got a map inside of the community where if you want to find other people that are inside of the Book Launch Lab, because maybe you're traveling and you want to meet up with somebody in person, this is a great place to go. Put in where you are on the map. Add yourself to the community. I'd love to see you there and be able to, as I'm traveling around, maybe pop in and have a quick meeting with you.